All right, a very good day, everybody. It is indeed Monday, July the 27th, 2026, 5:28 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And yeah, we're going to do a walking video, and I'm using the DJI gimbal. And there you can see we got some sort of dark, stormy skies. This is facing towards the north. You can kind of see Mount Royal, Westmount in the distance. And down towards that way is the downtown core. And directly in front of me here is the Lachine Canal, and there's the Atwater Market right there. And yeah, we're going to do a little walk here by the Lachine Canal today. Last time I used the DJI product was my other DJI product, and that is my drone that I have, my DJI mini drone. So yeah, DJI definitely a good brand. Somebody needs new brakes for that bike. But anyways, yeah, we'll do a little walk here. And there you have the bells at Atwater Market chiming. So I was just checking the weather radar, and it looks like a lot of that precipitation is staying towards the north. And that's kind of evident here, but we are in the forecast to possibly get some thunderstorm activity within the next couple of hours, so keep an eye on that. And you know, if you know me by now, I love a good thunderstorm, and I'm sure there's others out there that do as well. There you can see the sun as the days are slowly getting shorter as we are now getting closer to fall. Still though, a lot of summer left. So yeah, I figured, you know what, why not do a little walk here by the Lachine Canal. Don't know where we'll end up, maybe Saint-Henri or something. There was just a little train that went by the bridge here recently, heading, I guess, in the west direction. Small CN freight train. And if you're ever wondering what this structure is right here, this is the ventilation for the Atwater Tunnel, which is right underneath us here, more or less. So I know Alton McFall also did a walking video around here recently. He focused more on the street, St. Patrick's Street, which is right there, by the way, just beside us. So yeah, this is my first time using the DJI gimbal with my Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, so we'll see how it goes here. Now you can use the DJI gimbal with the DJI app, or just use the gimbal on its own without the app, which I'm doing here, because the DJI gimbal has its own app for videos, filming videos, but I find the native app is better here for that. But with the DJI gimbal app, you're able to do things such as tracking. So if I wanted to, for example, put the gimbal here somewhere and walk around, it would track me. So that's an option if I wanted to, but we'll just keep it simple for today. And if you know me, you know my channel, I don't really like showing myself often, because the channel is supposed to be about the world around me, not me. So yeah, you can see some more storm clouds starting to develop in the south as well. So as usual, I am using the highest settings right now, meaning the settings that are the best. Interestingly enough, this area on the bike path just recently opened within the last few years. For probably a good decade or two, it was closed. And by the way, there's the railway bridge there. We'll get a good view of it. So yeah, for the longest time, this was closed, but now it's for bicycles going west. And this is the only way they're supposed to use. And the way that was up for the last couple of decades. To the left of me, that's for bikes coming in the east direction. So that's pretty much how this is working right now. And those grates are noisy. But anyways, once we get to the other side here, we'll have more open land, grass to walk on. But yeah, this here was probably restored because it was closed for quite a while, so I'm sure they had to inspect it and see what needed to be fixed and whatnot. And of course, if you're not familiar with the history of the Lachine Canal area, well, this was all factories at one point, industries, and I think from the late 1800s to probably in the 1960s or 70s even. You can see sort of that old factory look. This smokestack there is part of a factory. A lot of these buildings here were factories. They've been converted into offices and houses and that. It's sort of hot right now, so I'm not going to go too far, but you know, at least get a bit of a walk in here. Occasionally check behind to see what the skies are up to. Yeah, pretty cool how these storm clouds develop if you ever have the patience and you know there's storm clouds coming. It's worth just sitting back and watching them. And I'm thinking of actually doing a time-lapse video one day on clouds. And those can get quite high, those anvils. Yeah, and these anchors were the original anchors for the cargo ships that used to go through here. And you can find pictures of those online. Just search historical or historic Lachine Canal photos and you'll see a lot of them. And of course, the downside of all that is the fact that this canal is heavily polluted. You can imagine all the different industries and factories that used to dump waste in here. Now they did clean it up in the 2000s, restored it for recreational boating, but on the bottom of the canal, definitely a lot of sludge and chemicals, so definitely wouldn't want to eat any fish here or go swimming in that. Now, what do we got here? Is that a loon? Is that one of those? Or no, it's just a regular duck, I think. Or is that one of the diving ducks that go under the water and fish? Sorry, you guys, trying to focus here. Where is he? Where is it? It's hard to focus here. It blends into the water. Oh, there, right over there. Okay. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit here. Can't tell if that's a regular mallard duck or a loon. And the loons, I believe, are the ducks that actually go under the water searching for fish. They have that big beak. Oh, I hear a train, so let's see where this train is. But yeah, those birds are quite amazing. They can hold their breath for quite a while under the water. Let's make our way over here and check out this train coming. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Not sure if it's going to be a freight train or a via rail train. Could be anything. Yeah, right there. It's coming in from the west, I believe. Oh, it's a via rail train. So. think that is coming from, yeah, it's probably coming from Toronto. It has the mix of newer, well, sort of newer wagons, older ones. It's not a Siemens Charger, that's for sure. But yeah, there you have it. Seen the same train yesterday actually with Cool Trains of Montreal. I was there at the Saint-Henri crossing and he showed up there and he mentioned, oh yeah, that's definitely one of those diving birds. He went right under the water. Anyway, he mentioned to me that there's a train show coming up at the Expo Rail Museum. So I'm gonna maybe check that out since I didn't go to the one in Dorval this year. So he said he's going to be bringing his new locomotive that he bought, his new N-scale locomotive, CN Heritage unit, one of the Heritage units. So what I think we'll do for this video, maybe we'll turn right up at the bridge here coming up and make our way into deeper into Saint-Henri, and you can see the sun starting to get clouded over there. Pretty cool to see that. Might actually be a nice thumbnail, what do you think, for the video? But yeah, you can definitely see those storm clouds are growing. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll head into Saint-Henri, deeper into Saint-Henri, and make our way, maybe to the train tracks. Maybe I'll hang out there for a little bit, see if we can get any trains, some freight trains maybe, trying to get some more train videos for the channel, as well as walking videos such as this one. Speaking of, you know, gimbals and drones and all that stuff, you know, I'm always trying to make my channel more interesting and have more tools, sort of. And I have been considering getting an action camera to film bike rides and, you know, even walks instead of, you know, holding this. You know, when I'm doing a bike ride, put it on a helmet or something. You know, walking videos, you can just put it on your maybe on your backpack or something, the straps, and you don't have to hold anything. So the thing is, though, there's so many different action cameras out there, including, yeah, you guessed it, DJI has some good action cameras. Of course, there's GoPro. There's a couple of other brands out there. But, you know, from what I've read, though, each camera has sort of its strengths and weaknesses. So something I'm definitely going to have to research and make a decision. Probably what I'll do even is I'll watch YouTube videos filmed from the different camera types, and I'll be like, okay, this looks cool. This one, oh, okay, it's okay, but not as good as the other one. Oh, this one looks even better. This one's not that great, you know. So, and I'll look at different, you know, types of environments, you know, for, you know, people biking and nighttime. You know, I'd like to have a camera that's decent at night. I know not all of them have that feature of, you know, good night quality vision, so to speak. So it's definitely going to be worth researching. But I mean, DJI, I have their gimbal here, which I'm using. I have their drone, and DJI, from what I've been using their products for a while, at least two of their products. DJI seems like a pretty good brand. So, and they do have an action camera. They have a couple of them. GoPro, of course, is a big brand. I think, what is it, the GoPro Hero? There's like 13, 14 of them, maybe even more. But anyways, we'll have to see. Like I said, I'll look into it, and I'll probably wait until, you know, there's a big sale on somewhere, whether it's Amazon Prime Day or Black Friday or Boxing Day. I usually purchase these things when they're on special. It's very rare I buy these things at normal price, by the way. So I always am very conscious of what I spend and what I spend it on. There's a cool little roundabout here for bicycles. Take another look here at the sky behind us before we cross the bridge. Oh yeah, very cool sky. Look at that, that's beautiful. Yeah. So definitely, you know, with the climate changing and everything, we're definitely getting more storms. Not just the frequency of the storms, but the intensity of the storms are also increasing. So we'll go across this bridge here. So yeah, I mean, you know, regarding the action camera, obviously it would mainly be for biking videos, but if I can get something that's good for walking videos and, you know, things like that, that would be really cool to have. But of course, the biking videos would be the main goal of getting the action camera. But also, I mean, for filming, for example, bus rides and metro rides. I mean, I've seen Alton, Retro Old School, he uses he uses a GoPro, those types of things as well. And a lot of his videos actually, whether it's walking videos or transit rides, he uses a GoPro that I think somebody gifted him, or he bought one, it was used. Can't remember the details. Don't remember what model or make it is, or make or model or year. I think it is a GoPro, I just don't know what type. Alright, so we'll make our way here deeper into Saint-Henri. By the way, there was a time when this was all railways, and in fact you can see here the ghosts of the railways, the tracks. This might actually be original tracks. I wouldn't be surprised if they preserve these, but I do remember even in the early 2000s there was a railway spur around here, so this goes to show you. Alright, we'll make our way over here to Saint-Ambroise Street and, you know, see what we can see here. And speaking of Alton, I do have a painting to pick up from him that it's been a couple of weeks now, more than that. I have to get around to getting that, and I do plan to do a walking video with him. Like I said, I also saw yesterday Grant, Cool Trains in Montreal, at the Saint-Ambroise crossing. So yeah, anyways, we'll see at the train show. I probably will go to that. I'll probably go to the model train show this time at Expo Rail in August, I think, the end of August. I've never been to that Expo Rail train show, model train show yet, so definitely check that out. So here is Saint-Ambroise Street. So we're going to curve, we're going to turn to the right here and head towards the train track crossing here. Keeping an eye on the sky as well. It'd be nice to get maybe a lightning strike or two on camera, but I doubt we're going to get that. But the evening is young, and yeah, they're saying today, well, tonight into tomorrow night, there's a potential for some good storms. Of course, we had 2 tornadoes in the Montreal, not the island of Montreal, but I think, was it the Laurentians or the Montérégie? Not too far from here. On the 21st, I think it was, of July, when we had that big storm system coming through, and they predicted tornadoes, and I was keeping an eye on, you know, seeing if there would be one here in the Montreal area, in the island of Montreal even. Obviously none happened in Montreal, but there was 2 that occurred nearby Montreal. So there's a street sign, Saint-Ambroise, Saint-Ambroise. Alright, so make our way down here to the railway crossing. St. Philip Street. So many streets and towns and parks and this and that with Saint this, Saint that. Saint Ferdinand coming up here, Saint Ferdinand Street. There's some beautiful birds chirping. Try to get some nature videos in as well before summer ends. Nature walk videos. Don't know where, but we'll figure that out. So it looks like we're going to be, we're almost 22 minutes here, so decent little walking video for the channel. And I figured, like, even if I'm not motivated for whatever reason to make videos, at least while I'm going for a walk, I might as well film it, right? So no reason why I can't. Walks to me are one of my favorite activities, hiking, walking, so might as well film a video while I'm doing it. Mind you, the walking videos, they don't get as many views as the transit videos, and the transit videos are the ones that get the most views on my channel, but it'd be nice to get other videos on there to get more views as well, but it is what it is. There's that chimney again. So this was all a factory at one point, and you can see what it is now. It's all what is that, Pilates? So yeah, there's fitness centers in there and offices, and I may have a video in there actually on my channel. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. There's a cool old industrial area, industrial block as well right here. Louis Sierre Street. Check it out over there, those big tanks. Who knows what's in those? I know it's still a factory. I'm really curious what would be inside of those tanks. If it's the finished product or something that's used in the production process or whatever's in that factory, or who knows what they make in there. I'm curious. But you can tell it's definitely an older industrial building. One of the rare ones that are still functioning in their original form. So yeah, this is the Chateau Saint-Ambroise. So this is that big smokestack you saw. So this was all at one point some sort of building for, I don't know if it was one factory or a bunch of factories, but it was definitely industrial. Alright, so we're almost at the railway crossing here. Now, one of the coolest things about this building is this little door you see here. It's sort of like a barn door. Look at that, it's like authentic wood. But I think that's actually an elevator entrance of some sort, or an access door, no longer used. And if you look up there, there's another kind of, you can see a silhouette of where one used to be. And up there, I did climb the stairs once. That's all a staircase, by the way, pretty much, I think. Or maybe it was this one that I climbed. Maybe that was the staircase. This could have been an old elevator shaft at one point. Another old building that's been turned into an old industrial building that's been turned into lofts and whatnot, and offices and studios. I thought I just heard some thunder. Maybe there is some thunder coming from that cloud up here. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, these storms are sporadically developing, and those are usually the stronger ones. Yeah, I think we got thunder, guys. All right. So what that means is, well, we're going to wrap it up here anyway. I'm at the railway crossing. Next street is Saint-Augustin. And, of course, like I said, we are on Saint-Ambroise Street. So this is a railway crossing amongst rail fanners, train spotters that is a favorite. So it would be interesting if we get a train during a thunderstorm. This is a good place too, because sort of shelter around. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. So we may get a thunderstorm video as well coming up. We'll see. Not guaranteed, but definitely looking interesting, to say the least. Yeah, and here it is, the Saint-Ambroise Street crossing. There's always a cool view here looking into the distance. I'll show you guys right now. I'll zoom in here and show you. Let's go to 5. Yeah, sort of Westmount right in the distance. Way in the distance. I'll go to 10. There you have it. We got a flashing yellow light on the signal light. Can't see it, but it is there. And yeah, if we go over here, there's another cool view facing, well, that's the bridge we just walked under earlier in the video. So right there. And that's the Ardent Spur right here, which goes to the Ardent Mill, which is still getting train service. It's rare though, but I still like to get a video of that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you like what you see, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, and yeah, more videos to come. Have a good day.